Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. All right, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves in this truth. Hey, Shalawam to you brothers and sisters out there, man. All right, doing what you're supposed to do. Hey, got my sword back here. All right, doing what you're supposed to do, maintaining yourself in this truth. It's your brother Yaram Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Hey, Shalawam, brother, 260. Hey, man. Hey, Yahawah brought you up on here. So let's go automatically, man, into falling from heaven. Okay, Lucifer. All right, so what you know is like fallen angels, stuff like that. That's all Greek mythology. Okay, let's go to Genesis, the 6th chapter. And let's start at the top. And it came to, and this the title caption of this is man's wickedness. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Now men, these are the other sons that Adam had. All right, the other sons and daughters that Adam had. All right, so these are not the seed. This is not the bloodline of Seth. This is the bloodline of the other sons and daughters that Adam had. So, and we went into this doing genealogy lesson. So you had Cain, and his seed line was the sons of the wicked, because Cain was wicked. So therefore he begat wicked men and, and daughters. All right, so that's the sons of the wicked. Now the sons of God would eventually come from Abel, but Abel was slain by Cain. So therefore it would pass on to Seth, right? And we believe through the spirit that Abel came back as Seth, okay? So then Seth would have the sons of God. This is a chosen bloodline, okay? So when it's talking about when men began to multiply on the face of the earth and daughters were born unto them, this is not talking about the sons of God or the sons of the wicked. This is talking about the sons of men, okay? Now verse 2, that the sons of God, now this is talking about the bloodline of Seth, the sons of God. So this is not talking about angels. Nowhere in here does it say angels. It says the sons of God, and that's what it means. That the sons of God, the chosen bloodline, saw the daughters of men, right? That they were fair. So bloodline of Seth went into the women that the bloodline of men, the sons of men had, that they were fair. And they took them wives of all which they chose. Now, let's debunk a lot of things. Giants, 2 mile high, 3 mile high, sons of God being that? No, we was not. We was average height, man. Okay? Around 7 feet, 6 feet, and possibly larger, because during that time it was more, basically, it was better air. So when your air is better, then the size that you grow to is better, right? And that's scientifically proven. That's a lot of nerd shit. Don't want to go into it, but basically the air that you breathe, it helps and you have such things like what is it, like giantism or dwarfism, where you could grow larger and things like that. But we wasn't no 2 miles high, none of that, man. We was the same size like we are now. Okay. So verse 3, and Yahawah the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. With man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. And they bear children to them, the same. Going to that word giant, it's basically going to break down, renown is what. That's what during King David's rulership, King Solomon's rulership, we were lifted up and we were high. You had men men that were unaliving 600, 300, 400 men at one time. All right, Samson unalived 1,000 with a jawbone. That's spiritual powers. These type of things. So he would be considered a giant because of his status, because of his might, because of the way that he could, unalive and the strength. He was towering over other men via the way that the statue of him. Okay? 5. And power saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart were only evil continually. Now the heart is the mind. So everything that man thought was evil. It was wickedness. And it repented Yahawah that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And Yahawah said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. So man was destroyed, the sons of the wicked was destroyed. What continued? The bloodline, the sons of God. And that continued via Noah. Because Noah is of that line, that lineage of Seth. Right? So through that lineage of Seth. So the sons of God continued on the earth. Now, as Noah went on, 40 days, 40 nights, right? And landed on Mount Ararat, which is in Turkey today. What did he do? He separated the lands. What you know today is Africa was named after Edomite, Scipio Africanus. That was the land of Ham. So Africans, Cush, Phut, Canaan, and Mizraim or Egyptians would be known as Hamites because they come from Ham's lineage. All right. 1 second. It's getting hot in this car. So they come from Ham's lineage. Now, if you understand what I'm saying to you, bro, give me a con or a yes. Right? If you following me, if you tracking me, or do I need to go deeper? You know what I'm saying? Con or yes? Con. Okay, con. All right. So Hamites would be Africans. Now, do we come from Ham? No. We come from who? Shem. Okay? So you had Ham getting the land of Africa, right? Then you had Sham getting the land which is known as the so-called Middle East, or known as so-called Asia. So this was the land of Shem. All right? And then you had Japheth. These are Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, Japheth. Japheth got the northern lands, which is known as Europe and like Russia, right? And Russia is really in Asia, but Japheth got those northern lands. So that was the land of Japheth. Okay, it wouldn't be no Europe, it wouldn't be no Russia, it wouldn't be no Asia, it wouldn't be no Africa. These lands were renamed by Edomites who took them over, who conquered them. And that's according to Psalms, the 49th chapter. You know, they think that their houses shall continue forever, and they named their lands after themselves. So that's what they did. So it would be the land of Ham, the land of Shem, and the land of Japheth. All right? So they was divided, right? So understanding that. Now, the lineage, understanding this, that Shem means name. So the name was preserved through that. If you go all the way down to Eber of the lineage of Shem, and that's Ibar. And that right there, translated to English, would be Heber or Hebrew, right? So then Eber, let's go to Genesis. (13) 14 and 13. And there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew. So Abram was a Hebrew. Abram's name would later be changed to Abraham. All right. Now he was a Hebrew because of Eber. Because Eber or Ibar was able to preserve the language during the Tower of Babel, when Yahawah confounded all the languages. Hey, Shalawam. All right. So Yahawah confounded all the languages, and Eber was able to preserve the language. Okay. So that's where we get Hebrew, because we kept the Lashawan Kadash, the holy tongue. We kept that language throughout. Hey man, stop laughing on my comment board, all right? Throughout, the time, okay? So we are Shemitic people. We are not Hamites. So if they call you African American, you're not no damn African American. You're not no Hamite. We are Shemitic at the end of the day, okay? Yeah, we may be dark skinned, but we come in all different shapes and sizes. But at the end of the day, our lineage goes back to Shem. We are Shemitic. We are not Hamitic. So I'm not an African, all right? At the end of the day, hey, Shalawam to brother the Washamaf, All right. So Abram was a Hebrew, all right? So he spoke the pure language. He spoke the Lashawan Kadash, the holy tongue, the holy language, okay? So, once again, that lineage, Abram or Abraham would eventually have Isaac. That would be a chosen lineage. Did Abraham have other sons? Yes, indeed. He had Ishmael first. That would be known today as the Arabians, okay? You know what I'm saying? Ishmael had 12 sons. That would be known as the 12 Arabian kings. They know their lineage goes back to those people, okay? Therefore, they're not the Israelites, because our heritage was stripped away from us. That's why a lot of our people are confused and they don't know who they are, all right? They're thinking they this and they thinking they that. But these other nations, they can trace their lineage all the way back, right? So Ishmael is their forefather. Now, that was the first son of Abraham, but was that a chosen lineage? No. Isaac was the second son of Abraham, and that was the chosen lineage that Yahawah chose to deal with again. So therefore, via reincarnation, he is a son of God, Isaac, all right? And if we go deeper, Isaac is also Yahawashi, okay? Now, that's another lesson for another time. But he was a son of God, a chosen lineage. Now, Isaac would have who? Jacob and Esau. Who would be the chosen out of that? Jacob, Yahawah, whose name would later be changed to Israel, or Yasharahla, prince of the power, all right? So Yashar meaning prince, Allah meaning power, all right? So he was the chosen one out of Jacob and Esau. Esau was not chosen. So understanding this, you had the sons of the wicked, the sons of God, and the sons of men coming back via reincarnation. So Ishmael would be a part of the sons of men, because he would just be another heathen nation on this planet. It's 17 heathen nations, right? And 16 of those are sons of men. One of those is the sons of the wicked, and that's the Edomites, the so-called YT man, right? Which would be through Esau's lineage. And then we would be of Israel, Yasharahla, and we would be the sons of God. So taking it all the way back to Genesis, the 6th chapter, which we just read. Okay? So who is truly the fallen? Who is truly the fallen? Who fell? We fell. We fell from our power. We was gods. Right? Let's go to Psalms 82 to prove that. We prove all things through the scriptures. So anybody that's watching this video, you can't really refute it. You can't go against it. If you want to go against it, then you're going against the scriptures. You're going against the Most High and what he said in the book. Alright? He is not a man that he shall lie. Psalms 82, and we'll read the whole thing. Yahawah standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. Right? This is lowercase g. Gods. Alright? How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. So basically crying out, why is Yahawah allowing Esau, Edom to rule over us? Job 9 and 24, that explains it, right? Malachi 1 and 3 and 4, that explains it, all right? Amos 1 and 11, that explains it, okay? We warn with Esau. They have to be set up. They have to come forth and bring the MARK, the beast system, all right? They have to do all these things. It said that they can carry on for a short time. They have this short time to carry on, right? Ever since 1492 to now, they had that little time, okay? And that time is about to come to an end. That's why the devil comes down with great wrath, knowing he has but a short time. Revelations 12 and 12. So this is what Esau is on right now. This is why Trump is passing executive order after executive order after executive order, man. Okay? Trying to really make an impact. Right? Because he's the devil. Alright? And this is why the WEH is with him. And the WHO is with him. And they about to start coming down in every type of way. At all the nations, really. But most importantly, at Jacob. At Yasharahla, at the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And I did entitle this question and answer, so if anybody got questions, you can ask questions. I will try to get to your questions. You know, and I'm helping the brother 260, because he had asked me a question in the DMs about Lucifer falling from heaven. And we going into that. Alright, so, verse 3, this is Psalms 82 and 3. Defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. What is darkness in the scriptures? It's when you don't have the laws, commandments, and statutes. You don't have the breath of life. All right? The law is a lamp, according to Proverbs 6 and 23. So you don't have that lamp. So you walking in darkness. Hey, you try to drive out here at night without your lights. It's pitch black, man. Especially in this desert area that I'm in. It's no street lights, you know, so I damn near crash if I don't got any lights. So you need that light. And in the world, spiritually, that's the laws, commandments, and statutes. All right? That's the Holy Spirit, the Ashawan Kadash. I mean, Salakia, the Rakah Kadash. All right? So at the end of the day. So you need that lamp. You need that understanding. For you brothers that's new, that just want to jump up and teach and all that, you need elders, man. To give you the breakdowns, to give you the understanding. Then, yeah, Yahawashi is going to sup with you if you show yourself to be right and correct. But you still listen to your elders. You still listen to men that were before you, that's been doing this beforehand. Because don't you want to listen? Didn't Kobe listen to Jordan? You watch interviews with Kobe. He called Jordan any time of the night. Hey, how you do that fadeaway? How you do this? I'm playing jazz tomorrow. How you do this? What you do this? You know what I'm saying? So you're getting pointers and you're pulling from the experience, right? So you don't be just men puffed up thinking that you know it all, you know, at the end of the day. So keeping it going, verse 6, I have said, ye are gods, and all of ye are the children of the Most High, letting us know we are the sons of God at the end of the day. This is not talking about everybody. Psalms wasn't floating around in every nation, right? When David had this written, actually, this is a Psalm of Asaph, okay? When this was written, this was in Israel. This wasn't for every other nation. So for you nations that's trying to apply this to y'all, this is not about y'all. Y'all are not sons of the Most High, okay? Y'all are sons of Adam. At the end of the day, yeah, we all come from Adam, but like I just explained, it's a chosen lineage. So yes, Yahawah is picky. He's choosy. He's dealing with one peculiar nation, one particular nation. He's not dealing with everybody. All right? Arise, O God, and this is talking about Yahawah, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Right? And we will inherit all nations. Let's take it back to Psalms, the 2nd chapter. And then we're gonna land the plane over at Jude. Psalms, the 2nd chapter. Why do the heathen rage? It's at the top. And the people imagine a vain thing. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahawah and against the anointed, saying, let us break their hands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yahawah shall have them in derision. So the heathen rage, the heathen imagine a vain thing. They imagine themselves getting away from Yahawah and coming at his anointed. Who's his anointed? His saints. His nation that he has raised up. That's his anointed. If you don't believe me, go and read Psalms 83rd chapter. When all these heathen nations plotted to come at us and make us forgotten. Make us take away us from ever being a nation. And that's what they want to do, man. But you can't come at Yahweh's anointed and actually succeed. You can try your hardest, but it's never going to work. Verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. Yahawah have said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, right? And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So for you wacky-tacky Christian pastors or whoever it be, you want to stand up for Esau, Edom, and the other nations, explain that to me. Why is King David going to get the heathen? Why is the saints going to get the heathen for an inheritance? Okay? You can't break it down any other type of way. Okay? Alright, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is dealing with one nation. Now, matter of fact, before we even go to Jude, we got to go to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. As I sent to you, bro, and as I sent to you in your DMs. Right? Isaiah, the 14th chapter. And we're going to start at verse 12. And Shalawam to sincere brothers, man. Brother Kakama, brother Darashimoff. Alright, Shalawam to these brothers, man. Alright, Isaiah 14th chapter. I'm at the plantation, but we got some time. You know, maybe about an hour or two. So, I'm just trying to get it in. Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Okay? Who is weakening the nations out here? Who is bringing the nations down low? Who is attacking the nations and all that? You got to read Job, the first chapter, and the second chapter. Matter of fact, let's go over there. To understand that, and really, if you read this, it never talks about an angel. It never says anything about an angel, ever. In Isaiah 14 chapter, where the wacky-tacky Christians just took this and tried to make it like it was an angel. Okay? This is talking about a man. Now let's talk about, because we got to break down spiritual Satan, and we got to break down the counterpart of spiritual Satan, which is Esau, Edom. So you got celestial Satan, which is spiritual Satan, who's in the spirit world. Then you have terrestrial Satan. All right? So Job, the first chapter, and let's start at verse 6. Now, and this is Satan's request, okay? To request something, letting you know that he's asking, okay? Will other nations be saved? No. Will other nations be saved to be our handmaids and servants? They will not be saved, all right? There's no salvation for other nations, but they will be our handmaids and servants. If you know that, then I'm guessing that you know Isaiah 14, 2 and 3, okay? You can answer the question with scriptures, all right? Some questions don't even have to be asked. You know, but this is a Q&A, so to answer your question, Isaiah 14, 2, and 3. Okay, Zechariah, the 14th chapter, start around 12, started the 12th verse, and read down. These other nations will be subject to us. They will have to come and do the Feast of Tabernacles. They will have to come and do feasts. They will have to keep the Shabbat. They will be subject to us, man. All right? Yeah, Esau want to be everyone but Esau. Exactly. We did a lesson on that last week. He want to be Ashkenazi. He want to be Gomer. He want to be Tarshish. He want to be freaking Javan. The Greeks. That's the real Greeks, which are Japhetic people. He want to be everybody except his damn self, which is the devil, man. Okay? Esau want to be everybody else. So, once again, Diamond, to answer your questions, other nations will not be saved, bro. All right? They will be handmaids and servants. Any nation that's actually still here after the ICBM missiles hit this place. Okay? So any other nation that's still here, they will be our handmaids and they will be our servants. They will be under subjection unto the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and more importantly, the elect, the ones that will be saved, because a lot of our people is going to be destroyed. Okay? And they're going to come back eventually. All right? So Job 1 and 6, and this is Satan's request. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahawah, and Satan came also among them. And Yahawah said unto Satan, Whence cometh thou? Then Satan answered Yahawah and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. So what is Satan doing? Like anybody in the military, he's reporting to the commander. He's reporting to the general. He's reporting to the head man in charge. Okay? He's reporting. It ain't no going off the hinges or nothing like that. So don't ever think that. All right? Let's keep it going. And Yahawah said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth Yahawah and escheweth evil. Now, did Job not sin? Job was perfect, right? So that means he didn't sin? No, that does not mean that. Okay? That does not mean that. We are born really in sin because of what our forefathers did. All right? So don't think that Job didn't sin, but he's a perfect and upright man, meaning that he keeps the laws, commandments, statutes to the best of his ability. All right? So he's trying to be perfect towards Yahawah. He has a heart towards Yahawah. All right? So he's being perfect. He's making that effort. In this wicked flesh, hey, you're going to mess up. But hey, if you're making that effort, Yahawah is going to reward that. And you're going to do what you're supposed to do. All right? Then Satan answered Yahawah and said, doth Job fear power for naught? So does he have a reason to fear Yahawah? Yes, he does. Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. And that's what we want, man. For Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to deal with us, to put that hedge of protection around us, to bless our hands with whatever we touch. We got that Midas touch. Whatever we put our hands on is good. It's going to flow. It's going to be good. You know, at the end of the day. Okay? What does this person say? Avoid shaky streams and unstable setups. Okay. Yeah, you get out of here, man. What is you? The Geek Squad? Tech support? We're going to avoid you. All right? So, back to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. As you can see right there, this is spiritual demon Satan. Okay? He is under subjection to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He came and reported. He came and gave his report. He let everybody know what he was doing, walking to and fro upon the earth. It don't sound like he's rebelling. Okay? Spiritual Satan can't rebel. According to Barak, 39th chapter, verse 28. Alright, the angels appease Yahawah. Now back to Isaiah, the 14th chapter, verse 12. And really, if you even go in here, if you start at verse 4, this talks about the fall of, I know it's backwards, but it's the fall of Babylon's king. The fall of Babylon's king. So this is a future prophecy. Okay? You know, and I suggest a lot of brothers get up on Isaiah 14 chapter if you're not familiar with it. This is a very important chapter. Now verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven? What's heaven for Edomites? What's heaven? This is their heaven. It means a kingdom, a rulership. This is what they're doing right now. They're indulging themselves in their heaven. This is their rulership. All right? This is what they love to see. Us, we at the bottom of the barrel. So, of course, this is Esau's heaven. He's seeing Jacob serving him, selling his soul to him, doing whatever. You got our women out there on the street, OnlyFans, doing all this stuff, selling their bodies. All right? You got our men, shoot, all with Moism, all out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? So, this is Esau's heaven. This is Esau's rulership, as the brother put. Right? So get that in your mind first and foremost. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which dideth weaken the nations? So this is coming to him. He's fallen. You can put this, align this with Revelations the 18th chapter, letting you know that this wicked ass kingdom is soon to fall. America is soon to fall. Alright? 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of power. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. What is Esau trying to do right now with AI, with the C-Hip, with Neuralink, with AI agents, everything that he has up his hands, up his sleeves? He's trying to play Yahawah. He wants to surveil, and Klaus Schwab said this, he wants to have surveillance on the inside of your body. Yosef Harari said this, man. They want to to have surveillance cameras on the inside of your body through nano, and nano means micro, tiny particles, right? Through nanotechnology. They want to know what's going on inside your body, all right? How you breathe, sleep, live, what you thinking, okay? Thought crimes is on the way. You can say we crazy or whatever, but look it up. People are being charged and persecuted for thinking. So it's letting you know they're going to start getting at your brain waves, the way you think. Hey, you be praying, we be praying like that, you know what I'm saying? Who you praying to? You praying to Yahawah? Now lock him up. Lock him up. That's coming. Believe it or not. Okay? So, verse 15. And the title of this is Babylon to be cut off. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And 1 second, because it's getting loud. Now, is this the man that made the earth? 1 second, I'm going to read it again. And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? So Lucifer is a man, and more so it's a group of men, Illuminati, so-called elite. We going back to the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergs, Clintons, Kennedys, Kissingers, okay, Churchills, right? Whatever, man. They changed their names too. But Esau, Edom, at the end of the day, Esau, Edom, the so-called YT man, and those bloodlines, those banking families, DuPonts, right? You know, we could be naming them all day because they come and they are very deceitful, and they change their names and they change their records and they try to hide themselves. But we know who they are because they control the planet via finances, via funding wars. Hey, how can you lose if you fund both sides of the war? You still got to get paid. Both nations, regardless which nation loses, they still got to pay you back because you gave them the money to buy tanks and planes and ammo and missiles and all of that. So they still got to pay you back afterwards, right? That's what they've been doing. That's how the Rothschilds came up. And Roth means red child. It's red child. Genesis 25 and 25. They both align. This is the red man, man. This is Esau, Edom. All right? At the end of the day. So this is who is known in the scriptures as Lucifer. Right? The so-called YT man and the elite of his nation. All right? Verse 17. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. And as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. These heathen nations will eventually be allowed to go back into their lands. Esau, Edom is going to be destroyed at the end of the 1,000-year reign. All right? And we still going to reign afterwards. All right? But the heathen nations are going to what? After that 1,000 years, they're going to know the laws, commandments, and statutes, how to keep them. They're going to be keeping them. But Esau, Edom is not going to be allowed that mercy because he never allowed anybody any mercy. He just on your head, on your head, on your head. Right? Not to say I was emotional, but 2 weeks ago I was mad. And I was talking about Esau taking money out of my mouth and shit like that because of situations, not being able to, just being broke, man. All right? Shit. And we all get to that point, man. Walk around with $5, $20 in my pocket, but hey, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi saw fit and took care of me, right? At the end of the day. But it was like, I was just really like, fuck Esau, you know? This man don't even give you no mercy, all right? He don't give you no mercy, man. And for Jake that think that the so-called YT man is for you, he's with you, against, dude, this man is evil as hell. Look around. Look around, man. Okay? That's why I said this is the man that weakened the nations. This is that man. Ecclesiastes 7:7, oppression making for wise man mad. Right? Exactly. But we don't take that anger and go and do something about it, because we still wait on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Khan, the brother said the Rothschild surname comes from the German words Rot, meaning red. Khan, in Germans, the so-called Germans, not the real Germans, which is Japhetic people, but the Germans that we know today, that would be known as Taman, a tribe of the Edomites. And that would be known as the wisest of the Edomites. That's why a German created the atomic bomb, right? So the Germans are known to create, weapons and stuff like that, and cars, BMW, right? These type of things. So it's supposed to be wisdom in Taman, in Germany. He's not in a position to give you mercy. What you mean, Esau, Edom? Esau, he's in the position to give us mercy. What you talking about? The YT man, if he would just rule the earth properly, right? If he let the earth rest, a land Sabbath every 7 years, stop spraying the air. What you talking about? He's not in a position to give mercy. He's destroying the earth. He's in a position to get. If Esau had handled America correctly, this place would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. If he actually kept the laws, commandments, and statutes, if this actually was a nation under God, America could have been amazing. Everybody would have got land. It's so much land in America. If you ever took a flight, I took plenty flights from East Coast to the West Coast to the East Coast. And you see nothing but land everywhere. Nobody would have to live beside each other. Esau goes against the scriptures on purpose. So the chancellor, he's in a position to give mercy, but he doesn't want to do it because he hates you. That's what you need to understand. Okay? He's definitely in a position to give you mercy. He could have gave the Japanese mercy and not dropped the atomic bombs on them. Nagasaki and Hiroshima, right? He didn't have to do that. But he went and did that and unalived millions of people. And it still affects from that radiation to this day. He could have gave them mercy. Okay? He could have not infected 15 million Hamites in Africa, right, with malaria. But he did that. He could have not did that. He could have gave them mercy. Talking about he's not in a position to give you mercy. I don't know. Maybe you misunderstood me. But he is definitely in a position to give mercy, man. All right? More than enough land and resources to live in America, man. But they have everything underfoot. Exactly. They put us in these cities and they bunch us up together and they want 2 million, 3 million people living around each other. And what does that create? Crime. It creates sewer, waste, traffic. Boy, you look at LA traffic every single day, man. That shit is trash. You can barely get somewhere. You can get somewhere that take you 20 minutes to get might take you 40 or an hour because of the overflow of people, because of the stupid design of Esau Edom, because everything he designs is situated for finance, for money, and for the detriment of people. It's not set up for the prosperity of people. If it was set up for the prosperity, then we would all have 40 acres and a mule, right? Be able to grow our own crops, have our own water, dig a well. You could dig a well and get water. It's water in the ground, Shoot, we would know how to do that, right? And we would live off that land, and we would teach our kids how to do that, and we would live off that land, all right? We would continue. But hey, Esau don't want you to do that because he's not giving you mercy, according to Amos 1:11, man. All right. Now, brother 260, are you understanding how Lucifer is the so-called YT man? He's the one that's coming at the nations. He's the one that's bringing this place down. All right. Or if you need more understanding, let me know right now. You got it. All right. So I'm going to finish it over in Jude to really explain who the fallen are. Jude. And bear with me because I'm in the hard copy. So I gotta find Jude. Is it before Hebrews or after Hebrews, man? It's a short book. Right here. Hey, the water Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Jude, the first chapter. And let's start at verse 6. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. Salakia. Ungodly men turning the grace of our God into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord, Yahawah, and our Lord, Yahawashi. So you have men from the foundation of the earth that's set up to go forth and do wickedness. It's already in their spirit. Already in their spirit. Okay? Like a TD Jakes. He was supposed to do that. He's supposed to do that. Right? A Cleflo Dollar. He's supposed to do that. He's set up. He's not of the elect. Unless Yahawah wants to pull him from that and bring him into this, then okay. If that brother's of the elect, then the brother's of the elect. What can you do about it? Alright? You don't look at a brother and be like, well, that brother used to do this. That brother, well, nigga, you used to do that. You used to do this. You used to do that. Look at your damn self. Right? You always got to sit back and look at yourself and be like, shit, I used to fuck up. I used to be in the world. I used to be doing this. I used to be doing that. So you cannot hold what a brother used to do. But hey, if a brother rocking, he got the scriptures, he understand it, then you try to bear with that brother. Right? At the end of the day, you should want your brothers to turn and repent and be converted. Because we was all sinners. We all was in a Gentile mind coming up. And at the end of the day, it's of Yahawah to pull someone. You know? But these men crept in. If they gonna be that, then they gonna be that. And they gonna be that until they perish. Right? And we don't know who those men are. But we got evidence because we see how men carry themselves. And we be like, okay, you just might not be of the elect, man. But if Yahawah want to pull a brother, he could come back and be like, man, y'all brothers was right. I'm sorry for scoffing. I'm sorry for mocking. I'm sorry. Boom, boom, boom. I'm trying to learn now, right? But hey, that's why the scriptures say prove a friend. Because you just don't trust everybody. A brother could say all that shit and still be wicked, still be sent like an agent to infiltrate. So that's why you prove a friend, right? They gotta go through steps. They gotta be with you. They gotta bear with you. And not just over some months, over years, man, decades. All right, let's keep it going. Verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this. What? You once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterwards destroyed them that believe not. Taking it all the way back to when we came up out of here, our people saw Moses split the Red Sea, saw him make water come out of the rock, saw manna fall from heaven, saw, follow the chariot. We literally following a chariot out of Egypt, right? Literally, the ship. We see it in the daytime as a cloud. We see it in the nighttime as fire. And you still don't believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You still don't get right. You still don't do right. These are those men that have that perverse spirit on them, So at the end of the day, they just gonna be that. Verse 6, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. And what is those chains? This body. This body is chains. We are caught up. We are basically in a prison, all right, in this flesh. So we trapped. And this flesh is what? It's vulnerable. You can get sick. You can get hurt. You can break bones. All right? I mean, you really, this body, if you think about it, this body is deteriorating every single day as you live. It's getting weaker and weaker over time. You have what I forgot what they call them. But it's like, it's these things that's in your cells or something, and they determine how long you live. And the scientists had went into it, and they basically said during Adam's time, during Noah's time, those things, I can't remember the name, but those things was basically longer and allow people to live 800, 700, 600 years. But now those things are, they get shorter quicker. That's why people only live to like 100, 80, 90, right? And Yahawah did that, right? Science can't even explain it, but Yahawah did that. It's in the scriptures, you know? And he did that because men was being so damn wicked. So these are what? Angels. And angels mean messengers, right? So we are caught up in these bodies and we are in these chains until ever, let's read it again. Chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. Now, what's the way to escape judgment? In a sense, repent and be converted so that your sins may be blotted out. That's the way to get away. And because you repent and be converted, you're going to do right. If you don't, then you're going to feel the 100% judgment that you're supposed to receive, right? And you do not want to feel that because we all are deserving of being unalived, all right? So at the end of the day, that's pretty much the lesson. Okay, we are those fallen angels, as they call them. We are those fallen angels that's in those chains of darkness, right? It ain't no giant angels under the earth about to come up, you know. That's not really happening, man. Angels are celestial beings, and then we are terrestrial angels, which are messengers, right? Sons of God, sons of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, sons of Yahawah, and we are what? Coming forth and sending a message. Right? How even the 7 holy angels, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, Michael, and I cannot remember the last 3, but they go forth in between the throne of Yahawah and they can actually come down to the earth. We see it in the book of Daniel. We see it in the book of Tobit. You know, we see it in several books where the angels came down in terrestrial form, but still maintaining that celestial, you know, where they don't have to eat or drink. They come down and you entertain angels unknown. They be right there beside you, talking to you, dealing with you, and you don't even know they're an angel, right? Or they come down and actually give a message from Yahawah. We've seen that many times. Mary and Joseph talked to an angel. Samson's parents talked to an angel. The angel comes as a messenger to let you know what's about to take place. Or he could send angels like when David did the census, angel came down and slayed 70,000, right? So you really don't want to meet an angel because it be good or bad, and you better hope it's good. And if you're doing what you're supposed to do, when you know it be good, right? Because you have evil angels, which is on the left-handed side, and righteous angels, which is on the right-handed side. Now those evil angels and those righteous angels are still subject to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So going back to that story of Lucifer, ain't no damn angel, man, that's going against Yahawah. It ain't no war in heaven where angels are going against Yahawah, trying to fight against him. All right, the war in heaven is really talking about Esau, Edom, the devil, Satan, according to Revelations 20:2, that old serpent, the devil, Satan, right? Where he got all his planes, you know, that he done built. He's building a plane every single day, right? And he's eventually going to use them. He's got AI planes. He's got drones. He's going to use all this technology. Hey, we just reposted that laser coming from the ship. And that's been in, I remember before I got out of the military, they had that shit. All right? They've been able to use that laser technology on ships. So they're going to use everything, and they're going to try to fight against the chariots, and they're going to get destroyed. That's the war in heaven. When Michael shall gather and Satan shall gather his angels, it's talking about Esau, Edom. It's not talking about spiritual demon Satan. Spiritual demon Satan, once again, is subject unto Yahawah. And shoot, everything's subject unto Yahawah. He has created the waster to destroy. He has created Esau, Edom to do what he's supposed to do. Nobody is going against the script. So whatever's put in Esau's mind is set up by Yahawah to fulfill the script. And okay, so you would ask that, you'd be like, why? Why? Because at the end of the day, it's to humble us and to refine us and to clean us up, to let us know Hey, you thought you was hot shit? Okay, I took the caveman out of the caves, I raised his ass up, and I destroyed you as a nation, and I sent you into captivity. You ain't so hot shit now. Get on that slave ship. Take your ass to Arsareth, all right, which is America. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, hey, man, with that being said, I hope this was an edifying lesson. I hope you got some understanding from that. To the brother 260, he asked for the breakdown. And, you know, I tried to come through and give it to you. All right, so hey, with that being said, man, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, and Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, Kwam Yasharahla, and a Bible ball to this wicked kingdom. Hey, Shalawam, bro, Shalawam.